Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's service at Boxted St. Chad on Sunday, the 23rd of June, 2021. Yes, although I say everyone, I suppose technically I should just say good morning to the two of you. Despite COVID restrictions being lifted, we do seem to be rather light on participation at our services, don't we? Yes, well, I know you are here too, Mrs. Page, but I was talking to the congregation.
Well, that's fine, isn't it? Coming in here every week, and that's the thanks you get.
No, I'm very grateful for being here, Mrs. Clench. Although, perhaps when we sing hymn 435, we could use the more traditional verse, the knees up, Mother Brown version last time. It really didn't fit.
Oh, I say, what an ungrateful so-and-so. This would never happen with the Reverend Angley.
Mrs. Clench. Mrs. Clench? Shove my what? Where? Oh, Mrs. Clench. Mrs. Clench? Yeah. Whoopsie daisy. So I suppose on to this week's notices, and yes, of course, yes, there is to be a return from lockdown recovery party. That would be fantastic, and I'm going to chair the committee, and well, let's have a look at the committee, shall we? Let's see who's on it. Oh yes, lovely Anna, Anna from the school, lovely Anna, yes, and oh yes, Jeremy from the gallery, and the art club, yes. Oh yes, fantastic, Linda from the WI, yes, and oh Tom, yes, Tom from from the village. you know Tom, yes, and oh, I see, Darren Cutler. Time for a prayer, I think. So, hands together, eyes closed. Our Lord.
Make a way to class quickly, thank you. Good morning. Hello. Yes, quite settle down, please. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Thank you. Well, it's up. Okay. Now, I would, before we begin, like to speak to you about the Insect Hotel. Brodie Jones, put that down. It's not yours. Thank you. Yes, the Insect Hotel. We are supposed to use it to appreciate nature at its most beautiful, but we're not going to see a lot of nature if it has a BMX crashing through it every 10 minutes. Now, are we, children? No. Lucas? Lucas! Jessica's plaits are not horse reins. Stop pulling them. You should think so. So, nature, yes. Hotel, not so much. It's looking a bit more like a campsite, isn't it? And a pretty rubbish one at that. So do you think we could be a little bit more careful? Thank you. So, Charlie! Charlie, what are you doing? Would you do that at home? You would? Oh, well, you're not at home, so please desist. I should think so. Oh dear, so, yes, I also wanted to let you know that I am part of a committee. That's a group of people that get together to organise things, and we're going to be organising a special return from lockdown party, a celebration to really bring the community together so that we can celebrate being able to see our friends again. Won't that be lovely? There's quite a few locals on there. Okay. Well, and I will do the best I can, obviously. So, on with registration. Thank you.
Welcome to this new exhibition of contemporary art. very pleased to have brought him here on loan, all the way from London to here in Boxted. And it's just outstanding. The artist has brought together a collection of everyday items based on its colour, its texture. We use them and we disregard them. Look closer. Just see how the arrangement of these just shows how our freedom of choice in a consumer-led society indicates our constant battle against greed and our fight against our freedom. You'll see. See, look closer how it glistens. And it reminds us of 1,000 stories of love, laughter, hate, and our fight for freedom.
That's rubbish.
It's not rubbish. It's a representation of society.
No, it is rubbish. Look, it's old cans and stuff.
No, don't touch it. No, the artist has brought together a magnificence, a representation of society, capturing a moment in time. Now, please, follow me. Let's have a look at the rest of the pieces.
New art exhibition. I could have had some nice pieces of woodwork in here. And they can't even clear up for opening day. Hold on a minute. Do you know what? If they can't be bothered, neither can I.
Please, follow this way, and I'll show you the rest of the piece. Oh no! The magnificence! Oh, see how the artist, she constantly updates her masterpieces. And she's even updated it with this cleansing receptacle. This is modern art at its most inspirational. She must be here somewhere. I must catch up with her. Where is she?
I still think it's rubbish.
Good evening, and it is wonderful. It is wonderful to see you all here for tonight's WI meeting. I have to once again apologise for the mix-up over last month. It just goes to show how a one-letter typo can make all the difference when booking speakers. Anyways, the originally planned talk on master bakers has now been rescheduled for the autumn. And those of you who haven't heard, Mrs. Gold is making a good recovery and was grateful for your kind words after the shock. Now, tonight, I had asked local carpenter and tradesperson, Aaron Cutler, to come and talk about his craft. Sadly, he has let us down, which I may say seems to be a bit of a track record. And he also appears to be on the lockdown recovery party committee, which I am also involved with. So, we see the show right there. Now, Are there any ideas you'd like putting forward? Anyone? No? Well, unfortunately, not much to go on there, but I've got a few ideas to showcase all we do here, and of course, my other role as coach for St Chad ladies football team.
Evening, Vicar.
Oh, Anna. Oh, so lovely to see you. I must say you are looking particularly vibrant this evening.
Why, thank you, Clive. One tries one's best, despite the ravages of another day in the classroom.
Your little lamb's not quite as well behaved as they might be.
Your congregation may be a flock of little lambs, Clive. My lot are more like starving feral cats.
Our independent young children are so independently minded these days, aren't they?
Yes, you could say that. And, well, a year of homeschooling really hasn't helped. Suddenly, everyone's an expert and they've all got issues.
Aye, I call that. What's up? Your kid's been a bloody nuisance. Sorry, Vicar.
They've just been very hard to settle into anything since homeschooling.
Well, you should do what I do in my carpentry club.
Oh, what's that?
If they don't behave, you kick them out. Or you kick them up the arse.
Ah! Let's have a care.
Sorry. Sorry, Vicar.
Yes, well, it's a school, not a youth club. We have rules and guidelines and standards.
One chance, that's it. Yeah, kids will just be, well, you can't have the group disrupted by them little buggers. Sorry.
I don't think you understand what running a class of school children is like.
Evening all. Talking about the children, were it? Yes. We absolutely need the lockdown party to be about the children who have been the will victims of this past year. And we need to re-engage them in the arts.
Yes, well, we haven't quite got that far yet.
Right, no. Sorry, Vicar. We can't have it focused on the bloody kids, Jerry. It'd be a shambles, especially if we start pouncing around acting. We just had Anna from the school saying as much.
I said nothing of the sort.
Yep, kids will cause problems. We need to focus on the people that really struggled. Tradesmen, they need to get back to work full pelt. Whoa!
Hello everyone. Sorry I'm late. Have I missed anything?
Yes, some of us have been focusing on the children who have been the will victims of this past year. Well, we need to re-engage them in the arts. They haven't been able to express themselves. But some of us less self-aware, should we say, don't agree.
Oh. I see. So is the meeting going ahead? Because if it ain't, there's a double bill of Gogglebox on the Gogglebox tonight.
Oh, wait, Tommy. Yes, we are meeting. Yes, but we just haven't started yet. And, well, we're not all here. Linda isn't here. Linda from the WI. And I don't want to start without Linda and the view from the WI.
What about MI?
The who?
I said, what about MI? You know, you've got a voice for kids, you've got a voice for women. What about men? Where's ours? You know, the white heterosexual men.
Evening all. Have I missed anything?
Something about sex. Oh, hi, Linda. We were just waiting for you before starting.
I beg your pardon.
The meeting! Starting the meeting. No, nothing else. Nothing, just, we haven't started the meeting yet. Just a little small talk.
What I said was, why does the WI have to have a voice for deciding things round here? There's no MI. There isn't an MI. We wouldn't be allowed to have a men's institution these days, now will it?
Yeah, are plenty of misogynistic organisations in society already, Darwin. Thankfully, we have the arts to cut through this anachronistic debacle and provide new opportunities in society. In fact, only last week in the West End, they were recruiting young budding actors to help the Metropolitan Police with such issues.
I used to work in the West End, helping people with parts.
Really? What, the Equity or one of those theatres?
No, Halfords. There are lots of parts for cars there. Classy parts for classy cars up there.
Okay, well, it seems like we're all here, so I think I will start the meeting then. So, to start the meeting, achoo! Sorry everyone, it's just a little hay fever. It's not that. So thank you all for coming as part of this committee for the Boxham St Chad Return from Lockdown Recovery Party. It would be great to get the community together again after such a long time. So did anyone have an idea where to start? I thought we could start with a raffle.
2 fat ladies, 88.
How dare you?
Here we go. You're going to go tits up. Sorry, Vic.
If we could all just settle down, Tommy, I think you're confusing a raffle with bingo. Both very good ideas, but quite different ones.
What about a tombola? Tombola?
Yes, very droll, Tom.
So yes, shall we agree a raffle to start?
Oh, Vicar, your raffles are so worthwhile and a great way to start the event.
Bit boring though.
All of our village events start with a raffle from the vicar.
Yes, you could say it's part of our DNA.
Oh no, I think they closed down a few years ago.
What?
C&A. And Woolies.
No, DNA, not CNA. It's our makeup.
Oh, makeup, what, like Viractin and that? I thought it was called grease paint, I didn't know it was called DNA.
Okay, we do appear to be drifting off the point, so let's bring it back then. We all agree a raffle to start. Yes.
Still think it's boring?
I'll note that.
Darren, we're not going to welcome everyone back to society with just a raffle. We need other things, of course. But the vicar's raffles are, well, they are nice.
Yes.
Like I said, boring.
Yes, well, we all know what you think about that. Do you actually have any ideas, or are you one of these people that just criticises and doesn't come up with anything constructive?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I think we should have some games. Tug of war, 5-a-side, and something for the women afterwards. I don't know what you do in the WI, you could do some jam tasting or something like that.
Oh my goodness! What outrageous stereotypes! I could judge you by your past. Ooh, what stone did you crawl from under?
What do you mean, love?
Don't love me.
Now, I think we get the gist. A raffle to start, some games outside, and maybe some stools inside, yes?
Don't forget the tombola.
All right, Tom, yes, I think we got it, mate.
Right, well, back to the games. And I'd like to point out that we can play football and we can be in the tug of war. I run St Chad Girls Football Club.
Yeah, but you're not going to win, though, are you? Let's be honest about it. So why bother?
Well, we all have different gifts to share, Darren.
Yes, and I would like to put on a show by Boxted Amateur Players. We've been rehearsing on live with these short Chekhov pieces.
Oh, I liked him.
Really?
Oh, yes. He was always getting Captain Kirk out of trouble. Walk factor 9, Mr. Chekhov.
Okay, so to reiterate, we have a raffle, we have some games outside, Jeremy's Amateur Dramatics will be doing a play inside and some schools as well. Yes? Yes?
And something for the school-age children? We don't want them running riot.
Well, you tell them what to do, don't you? Keep in line, keep them quiet. I mean, that's what you're used to doing all the time, isn't it?
Darren? Children need coaching and encouraging, given inspiration. A teacher really is much more of a coach these days.
Oh, Anna, Darren will think a coach is a single-decker bus.
We went on a coach trip once. Clacton on Sea it was. Everyone got sick on the way back. I told them not to eat the jelly deals.
Put a sock in it, Tom. I understand, all right. Standards have slipped.
But our children are so ready to engage. They are so motivated. Angela Dawson from the Boxted Amateur Players can recite several passages of Shakespeare, and she is only 7.
Oh, that's going to set her up for life, isn't it? But can she do her shoelaces up? You know, when I was 7, I was out hair coursing with my uncle.
What planet are you on? Hair coursing is illegal, along with badger bashing and hair baiting and budgie smuggling and fighting with cocks.
No, Tommy. Just no.
Like I said, the practical stuff's gone out the window. But you can say, Romeo, Romeo, give me your ears.
Philistine!
I didn't know you were from Philistine down. I thought you were English.
I'm English through and through.
Whatever that means. Do you even hear yourself? Do you actually know anything about our heritage?
I know enough.
Oh, a fantastic idea, Anna. Maybe some sort of pageant as a finale to show what it really means to be English in 2021.
Never mind 2020. Never mind 2021, Vicar. It's 1945 when we showed the world what it's like to be English, and of course in 1966.
War and football! Those are the only 2 contributions you have to add. And both of those over half a century ago. What about the arts? And people being able to express themselves? I'm sorry, Vicar, but I really cannot put up with any more of this moronic attitude. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm leaving.
There you go, see? Artsy fartsy weakness. Give up without a fight.
But we're not supposed to be fighting. The whole point of this is to bring the community together. Naughty.
As long as you keep your kids under control, we'll be fine, won't we?
They aren't my kids. I am a teacher. Their parents chose to bring them into this world, and I am neither a childminder nor a prison warden. You would do very well to think about the roles we actually play before opening your mouth! Yes. No!
See what I mean? This is what it's like when women become school heads. Discipline drops right down the bloody pecking order. Sorry, Vicar.
I remember we had a woman teacher.
Fond memories from your youth, Tommy.
Fun, yeah, I'll say fun. Miss Hargreaves it was. She had long blonde hair and a massive white...
Career! Yes, she had a massive career. She was very, very successful at the school, yes.
I remember her. She used to teach us as well. When she started, she wasn't much older than the sixth formers.
Oh, you can see Miss Hargreaves left a big impression on the whole community.
Especially Charlie Hooper.
This completely proves my point. We never had this disruption with male teachers, we just got on with it. And if you didn't, you found the boardroom coming at you.
Oh yes, the good old days of corporal punishment.
It never did me any harm, darling.
That's a matter of opinion. Darren Cutler, the man who put violence into village.
Needless to say, start the rocky road to complete lack of respect.
I'm sorry, Vicar. I cannot sit here and listen to any more of this. Nonsense. I knew this would happen with you here. You can't even... Oh, never mind.
Darren, look at this. You've wrecked this whole session. We haven't made any progress, and all because of your insulting behaviour.
I'm afraid I must agree. I'm afraid I must agree, Darren. We do appear to be at odds, and I really should check on Anna, particularly Anna. She really is a key part of the community, and well, without Anna, the raffle tickets just won't be sold. I really must go.
Why do you want us to bloody know? Just because I speak the truth. Do you know, it hasn't been the same since women went out to work.
Oh. I suppose you expect us all to sit at home, waiting on your every beck and call, being grateful for a little bit of housekeeping allowance, and providing sons for you to continue with your Victorian Britain.
What? Yes.
Unbelievable! What gives you the right to speak to people like this? You are a selfish, arrogant bigot.
Thank you.
What? That wasn't a compliment. Take a look at yourself. What do you see?
I'll tell you what I see. An honest, hard-working man. But what I see when I look at you is something else. Someone who's trying to be something they're not. And someone who's poking their nose in things that do not concern them. I know it was you that grassed me up to the council the other week.
What do you mean?
I was disposing of biodegradable products and items, and I got done for fly tipping.
Mattresses are not biodegradable.
They are in time. I've read about it.
It would take 1,000 years. You are a lout, nothing more, nothing less. And now you've completely wrecked this meeting also. I'm not staying here listening to anything else you have to say.
I don't get it. I don't understand what the bloody problem is.
Well, I suppose that's the party sorted. Just one thing though, Darren.
Now what?
When did you move here from Philistine?
What do you think you're doing in here? This is my bloody workshop. I've told you before, you have got no strength, and I don't know what are you touching them tools for? That is far too heavy. You've got to be bloody careful with that. What are you doing with that?
Tommy, come over with this. Go that way. No, with this. Take this. Yeah. We've got to show them. I don't like this technology stuff. I tried a battery watch once. I didn't know yet. Yeah, put the battery in on top of it.
Oh, you found out.
It's the finish.
There's a few skeletons, if you ask me. Well, previously I would have done something different, I can tell you that. He was pretty good. Did you ever get to meet him?
No.
He was a nice gentleman, he used to buy me a drink at the bar.
Oh. I can't imagine why you tell me that.
I've been telling you the last 2 hours, nothing's happened. I told you I didn't like this technology stuff.
Slogan.
Yeah, well, so's a pistol, mate.
On demand.
I reckon it's best to start at the beginning.
Yeah, and maybe full screen, Tommy.
What do you mean?
Bottom right, Tommy. Next bottom right.
That's got some funny pictures of you on there,
No,
Vicar.
no, no. Next bottom right. Then off the next one.
Oh, those 2 hours.
Yeah, full
Where it says full screen.
That's the one, Tommy. Yes, you are very good.
When do you want to do this show?
Now. Is the sound on, Tommy?
I don't
Find out
know.
quickly,
Someone's
won't
got to turn the lights off first, I think.
Oh yes, on stage, thank you.
And now it's time for Look East. News that's important to you from your local area, along with places you really couldn't give a monkeys about, like Luton and Milton Keynes.
Good evening, and we start tonight with the news of a murder in Boxted St. Chad.
I don't know why I nod my head when you're coming over to me either. No, I've no idea. Good evening, thank you, Susie. Yes, excellent. Here I am in the village of Boxted St. Chad, and the village is rocked by the news of the murder of the local stalwart, Darren Cutler. We've been out to try and ascertain what his local impact of this has been.
What, Darren Cutler's dead? Oh, yeah. Yeah, loved by us all, of course, you know. So charming. Very sad, yeah. Yeah, very sad news.
Absolute inspiration. He really put himself out for himself out for others. Oh, well, it was such terrible news. Of course, because he was so witty and articulate, and of course, he had such a big heart.
Well, it really is a shame, and the children will really miss him.
Oh?
We've been called in by the police to have their inquiries and see if they can solve this issue. So here's over to the chief of police now.
Good evening all. The Inspector here. Inspector, the Inspector. Now then, this is a particularly gruesome case. The number of suspects grew, and then grew some more. Who said the police ain't got a sense of humour? But this is no laughing. By opening the workshop door, it was clear that the victim had been murdered and mutilated with his own tools. Nasty. Nails had been put through 2 blocks. That's not how you spell blocks. Ooh, ouch. Not too pleasant to run up by a lot of things. Now then, your role as super sleuths is to help solve this mystery. You'll be provided with 4 pieces of information on each table, 2 of which you'll be allowed to ask the suspects as they come to visit you. They'll be visiting you, all of you, on your tables. I must warn you that some of that information may be a red herring. So it's important that you find the right 2 questions out of the 4 bits of information to help you deduce and find who the murderer is. When we've got all your submissions in, then it will be time to reveal who the murderer is. Thank you.
We had a little bit of gambo, and we've worked it out.
Oh, it's a ghost! The ghost!
Right, so you've done your detective work, yes? Does anybody know who it is? You do? Bloody hell, clever. Who's going to be embarrassed?
Who's keeping score?
Okay. It's a bit like art. Shut up. It's a bit like art. I don't want to come over there. It's a bit like art. You just think it's all right, but it's crap. So, that's what I think.
You're meant to ask them to say
Who do you think did it then?
each table.
Oh, do they just take it? There's one person in there. I've got one bloody job. We have
Times 5.
We have one figure. Yes, we have one table for the vicar. What table? Your decision is divided.
Well, we've got two tables, so you can just move them.
Okay, so this table.
Linda, one for Linda. Right, okay, here we go then. Who do you think? Vicar?
We're divided, Vicar and Anna.
Jesus, Vicar and Anna? Vicar?
Possibly assisted by the art.
Right, yes.
Divided, Tom and Linda.
We've got a Tom and Linda. Teacher and Anna. Finally,
We're in debate of it, so we've been debating it back and forth. Liz
sorry, my name's not Robin.
Sorry, Darren.
Some people don't understand.
Liz even got a notepad.
I'm going to show you're working. So,
Final decision is Vicar.
oh, the orange expression. They all do it.
With the real murderer, please step forward.
One of the kids.
Got half an hour, guys. Well, of course it was me. Yes, I couldn't stand it anymore. Ghost going. I couldn't stand it. The constant blasphemy, foul language, disrupting our meetings. I just couldn't stand it. I just couldn't. And he was supposed to be doing the repair work on the vicarage. The repair work.
I made loads of money. I'll tell you, I made loads of money. I'll get it right in a minute. I made loads of money. The lead. It's the only why I didn't get it.
The rear porch is falling down. The church wardens have complained to the bishop. I'm in the hot soup for the potential damage that might be caused. And of course, well, Anna, lovely Anna, he stood her up. She had the hops for him, and he grew back in her face.
No one told me that bit.
But maybe with him out of the way, she might look at me for once. The vicarage would have been lovely once the porch was repaired. Could have been a lovely home to go around. I hope you'll write to me, Anna. Please write to me. Bye.
John, please come back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your participation this evening. A few thank yous that make the evening go by. Firstly, Tracy for running the bar at the back. the right hand of the local branch of the British Legion, so anything she takes goes to a great charity, so thanks for that, Tracy, and hope that's worked out well for you. You see the cast here, the people we don't always see and appreciate, so we'll do them first actually, because it doesn't work without the special effects, piano, and
Mrs. Pledge.
Mrs. So to our cast then, if I can first just take a bow to the lovely Lou. And to Sarah. And Bradley. Mr. John. And with the most lines to learn, Boxley. We've also been assisted this evening with our two curtain pullers, Ewan and Eloise. Thank you very much. So we know that we're having a little bit of fun ourselves. We can come out of character after 3 hours, have a beer, and we'll enjoy some time with you as our real selves. Thanks
And
for
of
coming.
course, written and directed by Scott Dolling.
I'm so sorry, actually, we had some professional direction over this show from Molly. So Molly, say hello.